I hereby grant amnesty and unconditional pardon to all persons who have directly or indirectly participated in the commission of offenses associated with militant activities in the Niger Delta.
The last shots of an ex-agitator about to drop his arms and embrace the federal government's presidential amnesty program proclaimed by former President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua in 2009.
I am presenting this as a gift for the love of our nation, Nigeria, for war that we don't pray for. Since amnesty has come to stay, let us also use legal means to address our issues and look for a total peace.
He dropped his gun, and many other youth followed suit in different camps and designated areas of communities in states of the Niger Delta. But how did arms come into Nigeria's oil-rich region?
The way oil is managed in other countries, that is not the way it is managed here. And the government refusal to renegotiate the benefits of oil such that the people where oil is domiciled can benefit better is what brought about this armed struggle. And so they say, okay, I don't need your permission to take it. And since you want to guide it by force of arm, I will also match you with force of arm. That is the origin of the proliferation of small arms in the Niger Delta.
The ex-militants voluntarily surrendered their weapons to the federal government, which was quick to also roll out a three-phase program of disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration to society.
What you have done today, I'm sure will send a signal to all other youths who are presently carrying arms and ammunition to see this as an example and disarm forthwith.
15 years and counting, and with the program still running, it appears the arms and ammunition are back in the hands of the youth of the region.
It is arguably true that there are even more arms and ammunition around this region even before amnesty was declared. It's just like firefighting. For you to quench any fire, you need to suck up the energy. So people are recruiting young men who are jobless into these non-state acting activities.
There are many people who are either into secret cult activities or just violent crimes, robbers, sea pirates, and all of that the country hasn't been able to tame. So there's a grave danger to national security when arms are in the hands of criminals with little sense.
Nigeria is largely a mono-commodity economy because of its dependence on oil from the Niger Delta. But this natural resource is also a bone of contention among certain interest groups. Yet again, the political class is not entirely innocent when arms proliferation is a subject of discourse.
Because of the desperation among politicians, during elections, yes, when you recruit these boys, definitely you have to provide them with the arms. But the question is that after the elections, are you able to take back these arms? Because most of them don't qualify for appointments because they are not schooled. Most of them are not qualified for any form of training. I haven't won the election. You don't even have somewhere to keep the arms. So the weapons are not repatriated from them. They have to get involved in either armed robbery, right, or be at the mercy of those persons that want them as mercenaries.
On March 14, 2024, 17 soldiers were ambushed and killed in Okuama by unidentified youth. After weeks of investigation extending to Igbomotoro in southern Niger Council area, is photographs of suspects involved in the national tragedy. This latest disturbance adds to growing concerns of insecurity in a region quite pivotal to Nigeria's economic stability.
Whatever has happened in Okwama is, it's as a result of proliferated arms getting into the hands of non-state actors. It's not just mopping up the arms. When you mop the arms up, what are you replacing it? You have to replace with skills that puts food on the table of these non-state actors.
The presidential amnesty program was introduced as a solution to insecurity and wanton destruction of critical oil and gas infrastructure. So how well has it served its purpose?
The crisis of the killings of the soldiers and the killings of civilians in Delta State are two different things. Today in Nigeria, there are arms everywhere. There is no state, no region where you don't have some group carrying arms. And so it has nothing to do with the Niger Delta amnesty program. Everywhere, the people are carrying arms, and the government have to buckle down and solve the issue of insecurity.
That program should be reviewed again, because the management of the process was fraught with all manner of irregularity and compromises. There are people who have come to question that their camps were not attended to. So those who felt left out or isolated from the original bargain are the ones rearing up right now to cause unrest and all manner of insecurity. And that's what you may have seen recently during the killing of the 17 soldiers in Delta State. And the question that has resulted in the bearing of arms by our people in the region must be addressed. And if you don't address it, this whole idea of proliferation of arms, insecurity, oil theft, and many others will continue.
While the hunt for killers of 17 soldiers in Okwama continues, quite disturbing is the proliferation of arms in the Niger Delta in a post-amnesty era. It's also true that the problem extends beyond the oil-rich region to the north, where Boko Haram and bandits also weave sad tales of insecurity. The southwest and southeast are also in the mix. Difficult as it may seem, checking arms proliferation is a duty that the security agencies must be willing to undertake to ensure a safe society. Ovietime George, Arise News.